there is an unwritten rule in the modern world of hip-hop. If you want to be considered among the rap gods, you've got to trade your clean cuts and pearly whites and start looking like someone your parents wouldn't ever approve of. It's no longer shocking to the senses to see rappers with tattoos all over their faces and all sorts of expensive stuff attached to their teeth. What's shocking is seeing how all these famous rappers we know today looked like before the fame. I mean, can you even imagine 6ix9ine without the rainbow hair and teeth? Well, we'll show all of that and more later. But before we do that, make sure you drop a like on this video and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to make sure you won't miss any of our next videos. Now it's time to check out some of the most unbelievable transformations of famous rappers. Number 1, Post Malone. Believe it or not, Post Malone was not born looking like a tattoo shop catalog. Before the instant hit singles and the face tats, he was just a normal schoolboy in Texas who loved wearing his curly hair in a bun and his trucker hat on backwards. And did you know that Post used to wear braces on his teeth? Yep, he used to wear normal braces before the diamond braces ever came into the picture. So, while Post Malone is basically unrecognizable before the fame, all it takes is one look at that trademark infectious smile to know he's still the same guy deep inside. Number 2, Amber Rose. Compared to other rappers of her generation, Amber Rose, with her buzz cut and her picture-perfect, if slightly man-made curves, actually looks quite normal. But wait till you see photos of her from high school, when she still had a full head of chestnut brown and curly locks. Even her face back then looks worlds apart from the twerking queen we are familiar with today. This must be why a lot of people who knew her then are wondering if Amber had really good genes that kicked off at puberty, or if she just had some really good doctors that helped her transformation. Number 3, Nicki Minaj. Like Lady Gaga, Nicki Minaj has come to be known for her over-the-top style, complete with a wig for every occasion and an outrageous outfit for just about any day. Who knew she used to just wear her hair down? She did look so naturally human, even during the time she was already doing underground music. In fact, she still had this normal look when Lil Wayne approached her to sign with Young Money. But then, 2010 rolled around, and the recently mainstream Nicki Minaj accepted the BET Award in a bright orange wig and some huge pendants. And that was the beginning of what would be a very drastic transformation. Number 4, Takashi 6ix9ine. Just like Post Malone, 6ix9ine is now famous for his rainbow-colored hair, full-body tattoos, and colorful teeth embellishments. Before that though, 6ix9ine, or Daniel Fernandez, had a pretty normal profile with minimal tattoos and a standard haircut. But his physical transformation is not the most drastic change Takashi 6ix9ine has shown us. From the innocent teenager who was just trying to make himself known in the music industry, 6ix9ine is now one of the most controversial rappers to date, what with a full-blown criminal investigation behind his name. Number 5, Megan Thee Stallion. Born Megan Yvonne Ruth Pete, this female rapper had a wonderful transformation to the Megan Thee Stallion we all idolize today. But like Takashi 6ix9ine, the transformation of Megan's personality is even more remarkable than her glow-up. But unlike 6ix9ine, who basically regressed, Megan really learned how to grow into her skin. After experiencing serious bullying in elementary school, she took her mom's advice and explained that it felt really good to stand up for herself. Ever since receiving her mom's words of wisdom, Megan has been nothing but confident. As she explained to Billboard, "You can't let anybody tell you you're not a queen." Yep, glow up of the century. Number 6, Lil Pump. When it comes to rappers with face tattoos, Lil Pump is certainly one of the first names that springs to mind. From the sad face on his forehead to the rocket underneath his eye, the I Love It rapper has some memorable ink. Taking to Instagram to showcase a throwback look without any of his trademark ink, Lil Pump captioned the post, "Did I have the best glow up?" The comment section was filled with savage replies, with one person writing, "No, you looked better before you dressed up like a clown," and another adding, "He used to be so fine." Number 7, Jaden Smith. Can you believe Jaden Smith is now 22 years old? Even more, can you believe Jaden sports a bright pink buzz cut along with some highly questionable fashion choices? And he used to look like a very normal kid too. But in an interview with Pharrell Williams, Jaden said he and his sister Willow used to wear even more outrageous outfits before everyone started questioning their fashion taste. But one thing's for sure, Jaden did have a much prettier set of teeth before he started rapping. Number 8, Will Smith. Have you ever wondered who inspired Jaden to become a rapper instead of following in the footsteps of his award-winning actor dad? Well, you might be too young to remember this, but Will Smith was actually a rapper first before he became the actor he is today. And he had a pretty amazing transformation too. Nowadays, Will's staple look is a crisp suit and tie, but he didn't always suit up this way. Back when he was trying to make it as a rapper, he wore a lot of baggy, colorful shirts and some funky caps to boot. just like the ones he wore in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. If you've never seen this show, well, that's your best introduction to the incredible transformation of Will Smith. Number 9. Drake. Do you know what Drake looked like before he had $150 to his name? Well, for one, the guy used to wear thick prescription glasses to help him see, and he used to look a lot goofier as a younger boy too. But here's something you might not have known about Drake. If Will transitioned from being a rapper first to being one of the best actors of his generation, Drake kicked his career off with acting. Shocking, right? But yep, before becoming a rap star, Drake was most famous for playing wheelchair-bound Jimmy Brooks in Degrassi, bagging the role at age 15. Drake appeared in 138 episodes between 2001 and 2009. Number 10. Kanye West. Another guy who's made such an amazing transformation of himself is Kanye West. Sure, he looks exactly like he did as a young boy, but his spiritual evolution is what deserves all the credit and attention. In the beginning, when Kanye decided to have this very public spiritual transformation, people mocked him, especially those rappers who just can't relate hip-hop to having a closer relationship with God. But Kanye stuck through all the mockery to do what's best for his faith. Number 11. Cardi B. But let's go back to incredible physical transformations, like Cardi B's. Before she became this super successful rapper, Cardi B said she was really self-conscious about her looks, especially her lack of curves. She said boys in her Dominican town used to make fun of her for not looking more bodacious like other Dominican girls, and for having boring hair. That's crazy, right? So Cardi had her breasts and behind augmented, and learned how to do a kick-ass hairstyle and makeup. And Cardi said it made her feel vindicated. Well, she does look amazing now. Number 12. Lil Yachty. Can you imagine Lil Yachty without the braided red hair and the teeth that changed colors before our very eyes? Well, it might be refreshing to look at these photos of him in high school, where he looked as normal can be. His life choices also got a major glow up. From being arrested for credit card fraud, this rapper has entirely turned his life around to become an actual good role model for kids and teens who now consider him their rap god. Number 13. XXXTentacion. You're probably familiar with XXXTentacion's mugshots, or all 7 of them, but that's not how he's always looked. Before the face and neck tattoos and all the tacky colored dreadlocks, he looked pretty average too. But now all the world is waiting for is for him to turn his life around the same way he changed his looks over the years. Number 14. Logic. You must be thinking, Logic didn't really have an unbelievable transformation because he's the most normal looking rapper of this generation, right? But did you know he was never considered to be one of the cool kids in school? He majored in math and spent a whole lot of time with a Rubik's Cube, so the kind of confidence he has today was unheard of at the time. Getting hip-hop fans to even take him seriously, instead of dismissing him as another white guy who doesn't have a place in rap, was its own challenge. Number 15. Eminem. Every time there's a rare public sighting of Marshall Eminem Mathers, his fans are absolutely shocked by his appearance. He has matured a lot since the release of his 1999 album, The Slim Shady LP, but his drastic physical changes have made him nearly unrecognizable to his fans, prompting some to speculate about his overall well-being. Well, naturally, we know that drug use can drastically change one's appearance, and although Eminem doesn't look as harrowing as others who've suffered from drug addiction, his previous demons may have robbed him of his once boyish appearance. But recently, Eminem announced that he had successfully transitioned from someone who almost died of a drug overdose into a guy who's been sober for 11 long years. Lastly, we have Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg may be known as one of the most legendary rappers in the game, but if you ask us, he's also a hair icon. Through his years in the spotlight, we've seen the man wear fluffed out afros, braids, perms, cornrows, and locks. He's probably changed his hair as much as any influencer on YouTube. But did you know he used to have a clean cut before all this fame? Crazy, right? And that wraps up our compilation of the most unbelievable transformations of some of the most famous rappers.